Hello everyone, you're all welcome to Insight IAS. I hope all of you who have given the exam went well. So today what we are going to discuss the trend analysis as well as the answers of the question over here. So let us start with the economy part, and before starting the questions, first of all I would like to tell you what was the answer or the nature of the questions which were being asked. So if I divide the paper into three categories, that is the questions which are easy level, the questions which are medium level, and the questions which are tough level, or the difficult or the hard questions. So what I can see that there were approximately 34 questions which were easy questions. There were approximately 39 questions which were of the medium level, and there were 27 questions which were difficult or hard in nature. And usually what I always suggest is that what you have to do, you have to figure out the questions which are easy one, which are medium level, and which are hard one, because these are the questions which you have to attempt in the last, and these are generally the questions which are not meant to be touched. Okay, now coming towards how many questions have been asked from Indian economy. So directly 17 questions were there which were directly asked from the Indian economy, including 6 questions. 6 questions, they were indirectly related to what? Indian economy. So let us start with the first question. We are moving as per set 1, set A, set B, set C. So we are discussing the questions as per the sequence will be as per the set A. So the first question, much expected question, current affair question, that is rapid financing instrument and rapid credit facility. They are basically the provisions of lending by which of the following organization. So this were in news with respect to whom? With respect to the IMF, International Monetary Fund. Moving towards the second question which was there in news related to near and rare. Every time when any teacher teaches this topic, so they would have told you that students, this is a very important topic from which every year a UPSC asks a question. So again this year also the UPSC has given you the question related to it. So if you have gone through its concept, you would have found that the statement number 2 is related to what? It is talking about that when there is an increase in the rear, it will lead to what? It will lead to trade competitiveness. Answer is no. Why? What will happen during the increase in rear? Your exports will become costlier. When your export will become costlier, don't you think that the trade competitiveness will decrease rather than being increased? So based on elimination method, you can easily figure out that the answer of this question was C, that is 1 and 3 are correct. Now moving towards question number 3, which was related to again inflation. This was a much expected question because of COVID-19. We have seen inflation is increasing, sometimes inflation is decreasing. So this question is with reference to that. Here it is written, if the inflation is too high, if the inflation is very high, then Reserve Bank of India is likely to do what? Do you think that if the inflation is high, the Reserve Bank of India will buy the government securities? See, if the Reserve Bank of India will buy the government securities, what will happen? It will lead to more inflation, right? And it will create more problem. So here if it would be sell, then this option would be correct. Again on the basis of elimination technology, what you can say that what will be the answer? Answer will be B, that is 2 and 3 are correct. Moving towards question number 4, related to Indian economy as well as current affair, which talks about G20 Common Framework. So here both these statements are correct with respect to this framework. Again this was in news, that's why the question has been asked. Moving towards inflation indexed bonds. Again these were in news after the budget. So which of the following statements are correct? So why the inflation index bonds they came, that is discussed in static part, but it was in news, that is why it is asked. So here these bonds are basically adjusted in such a manner that a person or an investor should feel that, oh, this is as per the inflation. And here the adjustments are being done as per the CPI. So here all these three statements are correct with respect to inflation index bonds. So what will be the answer, my dear students? Answer will be D, that is 1, 2 and 3 are correct. Moving towards next question with respect to the foreign owned e-commerce operating in India. Which of the following statements are correct? So this is related to what? Not multi-branding, but it is related to foreign owned e-commerce firms. So you have to tell which of the following statements are what, which of the following statements are correct. So the first is what? They can sell their own goods in addition to offering their platform as a marketplace. Guys, since it is not multi-retail, so this statement will become incorrect. But this statement is absolutely correct, that here what is there? That here the degree of, you can say, foreign investment is what? It is limited in nature. So answer will come out to be what? 2 only will be the answer. Moving towards question number 7th. Which of the following activities they constitute the real sector in an economy? Which among the following are the parts of the real sector of an economy? So what is real sector? So real sector of the economy is that which deals with production, distribution, consumption and purchase of goods and services. So do you think that the first is related to that farmer harvesting their crops? Farmer is harvesting its crops. So don't you think it is related to it? Definitely it is. Next, textile mills converting raw materials. So they are producing something. Next, commercial banks lending money to traditional companies. So are they producing something? No. But definitely with that money, the traditional companies will. But this is not doing that, right? So this won't be the part of it. There are two activities, financial sector and second is a real sector. So this is a part of financial sector, not the real sector. Financial or monetary sector. Fourth, a corporate body issuing. Here is a corporate body which issues a bond. Now with the help of the money which is being raised from the bond, they will do the things. But directly they are not doing anything which is related to the production, distribution and consumption. So it will become the part of monetary sector. So on the basis of this, answer will become 1 and 2. Moving towards the next question, which of the following best describes the what? Indirect transfer. So if you have read current affairs, you would have noticed this thing, that indirect transfer are what? When a foreign entity is doing what? It is basically transferring its share in such a manner that what is happening, that they are able to get some value of their assets, right? So here the answer will come out to be D. Moving towards question number 9th, which of the following expenditure made by the organization or a company, see, when we have discussed or wherever you have read, you must have heard about that there are two types of revenue. Expenditure. One is revenue expenditure and second is capital expenditure. Revenue expenditure is a short-term expenditure, whereas a capital expenditure is a long-term expenditure. So whatever investment you are doing on a physical asset, that will become the part of a capital expenditure. So talking about the first statement, acquiring new technology. So when you are acquiring new technology, don't you think that it is an asset which will last long time? So it will become the part of capital expenditure. Next, debt financing is considered capital expenditure, while equity financing is considered revenue expenditure. No, my dear students, this is written reverse. So answer will become what? Answer will become A. Moving towards question number 10th, you have to consider these two statements and you have to answer which of the following are correct. So the first is, a share of a household financial savings goes towards government borrowing. See here, whatever households they are saving, its share will go into government borrowing. So that is not true. It can or it can't be. Okay, but here they haven't used the term can, so this becomes incorrect. Second, dated securities issued at a market related rates in the auction form a large component of internal debt. A status report came related to the debt of the government, in which they have mentioned how much debt is because of internal and how much debt is because of external. And in that report they have clearly mentioned that the internal debt major component is what? They are dated securities. So what will be the answer? Answer will be B. Moving towards question number 61. Question number 61 talks about tight monetary policy. See, whenever there is a tight monetary policy, we are in United States. So what will happen? The government will be making the people, lending difficult for the people. That is, the people, they are not getting the loans easier. So what will happen? They will pull their money out from wherever they have invested. So it will lead to what? It will lead to the capital flight. Absolutely true. Next. Capital flight, it may increase the interest cost of the, would lead to capital flight. This statement is true. Coming to the second statement, capital flight may increase the interest cost. Definitely the interest cost will exceed. Next, devaluation of the domestic currency decreases. See, when your currency is devaluating, this means the value of your currency is decreasing. So whenever your value of currency is decreasing, don't you think it is a state of currency risk? It will lead to increase in currency risk. So this statement will become incorrect. So on the basis of elimination method also, you can say that option number A is the right one. Okay, moving towards question number 62. This is, you can say, something which is related to economy as well as geography. You have to tell which of the above are generally known as tea producing states, those states which produce tea. So here all these states, they produce tea, so the answer will become all 4 states, right? Now moving towards question number 63rd. In India, credit rating agencies, they are regulated by RBI. No, my dear students, the credit rating agencies, they are regulated by SEBI, not RBI. So this becomes incorrect. So once it has become incorrect, we have found that the answer is B. Moving towards question number 64, static question, we have already covered it in the classes. With respect to the Bank Board Bureau, which of the following statements are correct? So the Bank Board Bureau chairman is selected by a committee. He is not the governor of RBI, but he is selected by a committee, and this committee recommends its name, and it is not the governor of RBI. So this statement becomes incorrect. When this statement has become incorrect, we have got the answer as option number B. That is 2 and 3 are correct. Moving towards question number 65 with respect to convertible bonds. Now what are convertible bonds? Which can be easily converted. Right? So when you can easily convert, don't you think so what will happen? They will offer you lower interest. Absolutely true. So here the first statement is, as there is an option to exchange the bond for equity, so convertible bond, they offer less rate of interest as compared to debentures. Absolutely true. Next, the option to convert to equity affords the bondholder a degree of indexation of rising consumer price. That is absolutely true. So answer will become what? Answer will become C. Both 1 and 2 are correct. Moving towards question number 66, you have to tell that India is a member of which of the above. See, this was in news. Why? Because India recently became the member of MTCR. So if you know this thing, you would be knowing that India is a member of all these 3. So the answer will come out to be D. 1, 2 and 3 are correct. Moving towards question number 67, you have to tell which of the following statements are correct. So this is with respect to Vietnam, right? Guys, Vietnam was in news, that's why it is asked, right? See, if you look into the second one, you will find that Vietnam is led by multi-party. No, Vietnam is led by a single party, that is Communist Party of Vietnam. So this statement becomes incorrect. Coming to the first statement, it is one of the fastest growing economy, absolutely true. So when this statement has become true on the basis of elimination method again, you can find that the answer of this question is C, that is 1, 3 and 4 are correct. Moving towards question number 69, which of the following is responsible for price stability? Which organization it releases the price stability? So here the price stability is released by whom? Or it is done by whom? It is done by Reserve Bank of India. Coming towards question number 69, with reference to non-fungible tokens, which of the following are correct? See, they are mostly related to crypto, but there is a little difference between crypto and non-fungible token, because crypto is called fungible tokens. So they are, which of the following statements are correct? You have to tell that. So here the first statement is, if I talk about the first statement is, they enable the digital representation, true. They use unique cryptographic token, this is absolutely true. They can be traded and all, this is absolutely true. So answer comes out to be 1, 2 and 3. D is the answer. That question was asked, why? Because it was in news. Now coming towards this part. So this question is not a part of economy, but this is something which is a part of geography. But since sometimes some people considered it to be the part of economic geography, that's why I picked it up. Ghataprabha reservoir is in state of Telangana. Is this correct? No. Because it is in Karnataka, not Telangana, on Ghataprabha river only. Gandhi Sagar is in Madhya Pradesh, absolutely true. Coming towards the next one, Indra Sagar. Acha, Gandhi Sagar is on which river? Just tell me this thing. So second is Indra Sagar. Indra Sagar is in Andhra Pradesh, false. It is in Madhya Pradesh and it is on which river? River Narmada. Coming to the last one, that is Methon. Methon is in Chhattisgarh. No, it is in Jharkhand. On which river? On river Damodar. So how many are incorrect? 3 are incorrect. So answer will come out to be C. Moving towards question number 71, which of the following compiles the information on industrial dispute, industrial closure, retrenchment and layoff? Which body among these do the same? So this is as per the Industrial Dispute Act of 1947. All the guidelines are present under the Industrial Dispute Act of 1947, and as per this act, all these activities are being done by whom? They are being done by the Labour Bureau. Moving towards question number 77, what is the role of Coal Controllers Organization? Why this question was in news? Students, this question was in news because you know that recently what happened, the shortage of the coal took place. So that is why it was in news. So here it is said it is a major source of coal statistics in the Government of India. True. Both Government of India as well as the private sector. It monitors the development of the captive coal and lignite blocks. This is also true. It don't hear the objection. So this statement is incorrect. Next, it ensures that the coal mining companies, they deliver the coal to the end users. That is also true. That coal needs to be delivered to the end users, and what happened during the coal crisis, the coal was not delivered to the end users, which created an issue, and that is why this was in limelight. So answer will be what? 1, 2 and 4. That is D will be the answer. Moving towards question number 79, with reference to the T-board in India, you have to tell which of the following statements are correct. Guys, T-board in India is such a body which was in news or which traced its origin from 1903. In 1903, when a cess was levied on a tea, at that point of time, there felt a need to set up a Tea Board of India. What would be the work of Tea Board of India? To analyze that how much cess can be imposed. Now tell me why at that point the Tea Board of India would be, came into the news. Because see, they have to increase their trade. That's why they have, that was in limelight. But actually it's derived its power in 1953 when a special act, that was a Tea Act, was formed, and as per this Tea Act, this body was formed a statutory body. So since it is related to what? It is related to the trade, so it is attached to the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, not Agriculture and Farmer Welfare. So 2 became incorrect, so answer will be what? Okay. The Tea Board head office is in Bengaluru. No, its head office is in Kolkata, not in Bangalore. Next, it has its overseas offices at Delhi and Moscow. This statement is absolutely true. So answer will come out to be what? D. So guys, with this what we have done, we have completed the economy discussion. I hope you like the video. Thank you so much. Keep loving, keep watching. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also follow us on the Facebook, and you can join our Telegram channel for more updates like this. Thank you.